Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to the Ice Den Chandler. We are here for the D2 High School Championship. Their semifinals here, and we have the Corona Aztecs. They will be to the left in their orange jerseys here this first period, and Campo Verde Coyotes will be in their home white jerseys to our right. Welcome Chris and Mark along, and Ben using all the equipment here. And we're looking for a good game here tonight. Stands are full. I know the parking lot was full. I thought we were going to have to park across the street. So
I did too.
Is there a pinnacle game? Is it at the other semifinal, or what is happening on the other sheet?
No, that's a D3 semifinal.
Oh, that's D3 semifinal happening?
Yeah,
okay.
the other D2 semifinals up in Scottsdale after this one tonight.
Okay.
After Perry against Pinnacle.
What was going on?
Yeah.
15 on the clock?
Yes, 15 on the clock, ready to go.
There we go.
Jackard in for the draw for Campo. Got Schickling on his left and Reinhardt on his right.
For Corona, we got Hancock between Small and Ostrom with Lawrence and Duffy on D. There we go.
And play is underway. Reinhardt picked it up in over the Corona line on the right side, drops it back to Schackhart, cuts in towards the goal. Tripped it there. Lawrence now has it for Corona, coming up the left side, dumps it into the middle. That's picked off by Ewert. Ewert off the boards to the right side. Schackhart goes across ice. Schickling's going to go after that. He gets it just over the line, then goes down. Lawrence picks it up for Corona. Hits Schackhart with it. Schackhart turning inside the line, goes across, and puck goes out over the blue line. Heavy hit there by Corona. Schackhart dumps it back in. Somebody's lost a glove. It's Schackhart. Corona tries to clear. Here comes Duffy now. It is down his right side, up through center, up over the Campo line. Fires it right into the crease area. Lopez picks it up there, fires it up to Reinhardt. Reinhardt just clears it up over the line, and Adams fires it back in. And here comes Reinhardt again up through the middle.
Somebody's got to hit him. There we go. Little bump.
Lopez, cross ice. Hits Helvik with it. Helvik at center. Sends it just over towards the Corona bench. Not sure what happened there. Puck goes now into the Campo zone. Cavanis back with it. Sends it around over for Phillips now picks it up. He dumps it up into the middle. Picks up Lindsay. Lindsay, puck just got ahead of him. Swinson came out as well. Cavanis comes in, dumps it in behind the goal. Phillips in behind, reverses it. Cavanis pinches in. And we have an interference call here, I believe against Jones for Corona.
Over here, back in the corner to the left of Swinson, maybe? I don't know. It didn't look like
much. I mean, it was sort of a soft call, but I mean, sometimes the referees are seeing something different than we can see. I mean, maybe he saw something that could have been maybe more than what we could agree on, but...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The puck was only inches away from his stick when the hit was made, and it was a tiny little
on
hit.
The power play. Schackhart out there with Lindsay and Reinhardt. Corona fires it around the left side. Goche pinches in. Got it along the half boards. Goes back to Schackhart. Hits Lindsay over on the far side. Lindsay in the circle. Takes it deep. Adams now picks it up for Corona. Fires it out. Puck rolling down, and Ewert will pick it up in the Coyotes zone to the right of Yonke. Matt Yonke in goal for the Coyotes here tonight. Comes Ewert coming down his left side. Gets over the line and holds up. Fires it across. Goche with it. Goche cuts to the middle. Back over to Ewert. Pulls it to his forehand. Travels the line. Gets it over to Schackhart. Puck bounces high off a stick outside the blue line. Ewert gets there first. Ewert now.
Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Campo Verde's got a 28.3% power play
Off
percentage.
the crossbar.
Wow.
Goche.
That was a shot from Goche.
Yes,
wow.
it was.
Wow.
Yonke settles it down and behind. Helvig off the boards, hits Schickling off his skate, and out and in, and we will have a face-off outside the Campo blue line across from the bench area.
Campo Verde's power play percentage is at 28.3, with Corona's penalty kill percentage being at 74.1. Campo likes to play sort of an umbrella type play. They cycling wingers from the dots and the top of the circles as well as the blue line, just trying to create havoc and maybe lose the box that Corona plays.
So 42 seconds remaining in the Campo power play. Corona, though, with the puck. Plays scrambly. Here comes Helvig now. Gets it up to Schickling on his backhand. Tried to center it. There's a big crowd in front. Puck goes to the right side. Duffy now with it. Number 10 for Corona. Coming up the right side. Half a minute remaining in the power play for Campo. Duffy sends it up on the right side all the way down, and that goes around to the right of Yankee. Lopez fires it up to Phillips. Phillips got held up there. Puck just inside the line. Comes Lopez now, coming on the right side over the Corona line into the circle. Puck just rolled off the end of his stick. Good control there by Lopez. He gets hit there behind the goal. Both teams at full strength. Duffy now with the puck.
Zach Sma, 17 for Corona, is known for his heavy hitting. He just made a nice big one right there.
I mean, yeah, it's nice to get an early hit in the period, set the tone, let Campo know that you're going to keep your head up when you go on that corner where they're coming for you.
Absolutely.
Corona gets back to the left point. Helvig now strips it on along the boards. He's coming in, tried to cut for the middle. Good poke check there by Duffy. Adams picks it up, goes off a player, glove down by Duffy. Has it now, fires it around the boards over to the right side and out. Ostrom there with it, battling with Ewert. That's a 21 and 11. Player goes down, scramble along the boards there. Adams picks it up for Corona now. He gets poke check.
No drag.
Here comes Phillips right in, fires it. Swinson the save. Rebound comes out, goes behind the goal. Puck comes back to the right point. Iniguez keeps it in, sends it around. Duffy gets a piece of it. Mankey takes Duffy into the boards there. It's out there with Guevara, and Duffy just fires it all the way down. That's waved off.
I wonder why. Why was that waved off? I don't know. I thought Duffy just felt like we needed a change, which was true.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they waved it off.
Guevara gives it back to Ewert. Guevara's out there with Mankey and Panganelli. Here comes Ewert now, up over his own blue line, over center on the right side, fires it in. Swinson gloves that, and he will hold on.
There's a replay from a little earlier. That breakaway.
I mean, it's beautiful tracking by Swinson to get that block on that puck and track the player, not only the puck, but the player's movements. I mean, when you're down in goal and you're on a breakaway, you're watching not only the puck, but his hips. See where the player's moving, if he's going to make a deke or if he's just going to shoot it.
Puck fired in just wide. Strickling tried to get a stick on it, couldn't. Hatta now, puck rolling, gets it out of his own zone, chips it up ahead. Dackard has it at his own, just inside his own blue line. Puck pops out. Hatta now with it. He has to circle back, cutting through traffic. Reinhardt gets it in the Corona zone. Now here comes Adams. Sends it up the right side off the boards, and that should be icing, yes.
Yeah, that play earlier from Adams. I called out the toe drag for just a split second there, but a little bit more on that right now. D-men should probably never do a toe drag, especially in their D zone, and that was just outside the line in the neutral zone. But his D partner was wide open. Why are you trying to do a toe drag in between three opponents? Make the simple play, make it really quick.
Face off to the right of Swinson. Lawrence trying to coming up the left side. Sends it across over to Stello. Schickling now tried to hit Reinhardt with it. Now he gets it back, coming down the left side, up over the blue line. Stick handling through the middle, still has it. Got Schachert with it, dumps it off to Schachert, back to the point. Cavanagh, long shot, that just missed. Schickling right in front. And that's picked up. Here comes Corona back the other way now, 2-on-2. It's up over the Campo line, coming in on the right side of Yankee. That one steered over to the sideboards.
That one right through the crease.
Yep. But still inside the zone. Schickling comes in, tries to dig it out. Puck bounces, and now it's over the line. Reinhardt's going to try and get it, but puck rolling back in. Here comes Lopez now, straddling the line. Hits Schickling over on the left side, dumps it in. Lawrence picks it up there in front of his own goal. Dumps it up through center, and Ewert's going to have to pick that up inside his own zone.
Schittling's trying to add that second piece of hardware in his senior season. His freshman year, he got to play in the championship game and actually won with the D3 Campo Verde Coyotes team. So
there you go.
You know, it's players like that with the experience. You're trying to get that one last win in before you have to graduate high school.
Lindsay comes in, gets a shot in from the left side. Swinson equal to the task on that one, and we have a face-off coming up to his right. Just under 8 minutes remaining here, first period, no score. Winner goes to the championship tomorrow at Mullet Arena.
8:30 p.m. Yeah,
Yep.
8:30 Arizona time.
Yeah.
Beer league times.
Pretty late, really.
There you go, yeah. Corona now coming out their left side, up over the line, up through center. Niguez tried to get a hip check in there.
Oh, almost
Fired
hit.
just to the left of Yankee. Puck in behind the goal. Niguez bumps his man in there. Puck comes back to the lefty for Corona. They fire that shot in. Just goes wide, comes out the far side. Dump it into the corner. Puck now in behind Yankee, come out his right side. Back to the lefty for Corona. Fire the shot in. Yankee gets a glove on that one and pulls that one in.
I mean, that's a great save, especially when you have all that traffic for your net. To be able to bear down that puck and see that and make the glove save is pretty impressive.
Yes, certainly from our view, seemed like a lot of traffic. Shots on the board are 3 apiece. You can actually see the scoreboard here today. That's great. Goche sends it around on the left side. Manganelli tried to poke it out. Still kept in there by Corona. Puck goes in around to the right of Yankee. Behind, Cavanis takes a bump there. Here comes Campo now. Yankee sends it in. Forecheck there. Right, puck in behind the goal. Duffy tries to dump it out. Puck kept in there. Tips. Goes wide. Corona now to the left of Swinson. Puck comes up top of the blue line and out. Smith there has it back at his own blue line. Sends it up through the middle. Just missed Mankey with it.
That was great edge where we saw by Smith there to, fake Corona and then make that pass to the middle of the ice. I mean, that's something you got to have as a defenseman.
She fires it just wide. Smith puck goes back into the Corona zone. Robinson now with it, coming out the right side. Puck snared at a midair by Duffy. Corona now coming up through center, dumps it in on the right side. Lopez in after it. Fires it around. Manganelli couldn't pull that in. Comes all the way back to Adams at center. Adams fires it in for Corona. Goche's going to have to go back for it. Sends it in behind the goal. Goes over to Schickling. Schickling now corrals the rolling puck in behind Yankee. Fires it off the boards out to center ice area. Reinhardt chasing after it. Corona just sends it all the way back in. Puck goes across ice to Reinhardt. Reinhardt now coming through center, coming in on the left side. On his backhand, cutting in front to the crease. Clinton sticks his stick out. Got the puck and Reinhardt. And here comes Corona back the other way up through the Campo line, coming in on the left side. Jacker bunks his man there. Puck gets back out to center. Goes off Schickling's skate right into Corona. Nice bounce for them there. Puck goes over to the half boards. They dump it in around behind. Cavanis after it. Puck gets ahead of him. And comes Schickling. Puck bouncing in midair. He corrals it, backhands it into the Corona zone.
Oh, come on, Aiden Haddock. Let's go, buddy.
Good poke check there by Shackart. Oh, just puck passes behind Schickling. Corona sends it back into the Campo zone. Puck goes cross ice to Shackart. He hits Schickling with it over the line, cutting through the middle. He's poke checked there by Lawrence. Adams now with it. Sends it over to the open side, and that goes back into the Campo zone where Ewert picks it up behind the goal. Ewert now coming up the right side. Tried to send it over to Phillips. That was intercepted. And Lopez chases it back into his own zone. Lopez sends it up the his right side. Puck gets back to center. Adams across over to Lawrence. Lawrence dumps it in. That goes off Ewert into the corner. Ewert now sends it over to the far side. Puck goes high in the air. That's going to clear the zone up through center. Lawrence bats it off the sideboards. Lindsay out there pokes it over the line. Now it comes back out. Helvig now with it at center. Dumps it in the middle for Lindsay. Lindsay comes in the left side. Dumps it for Phillips. Phillips hits Helvig. Helvig just inside the blue line. Dumps it in around behind the goal. Lawrence is going to pick it up on the right side. He dodges Phillips. But kept in by Ewert. Cutting to the middle. Fires a long shot in. That goes just to the side of the goal. Adams now coming up for Corona. It's past Lindsay up through center. Over the Campo line.
Cannot have a blue line turnover.
Here comes Helvig now. Over on the right side to Ewert. Ewert back in the middle. Tried to hit Helvig off his skate. Lindsay picks it up, fires it. Goes off a skate. Puck goes over to the side. Beniguez pinches. Here comes Corona back the other way. Puck comes into the Campo zone. Ewert gets back. Puck comes out to Helvig. Helvig hits Lindsay. Lindsay return pass to Helvig. Helvig now in over the Corona line. Let's see Lawrence's legs. Tried to hit it right in front. Oh, right in the crease. And he tried to hit an Iguez, and it went right into the crease, and Swinson was able to pull that one in. Good chance there for Campo.
I mean, yeah, dangerous chance for Campo. If you're Corona's defenseman, you got to be tying up sticks, pushing guys out of your goalie's crease. I mean, you got to help your goaltender on a game like this, especially when the stakes are so high.
So just under 3 minutes remaining here. No score. Face off in the Corona zone to the right of Swinson. Duffy backhands it around over to the left side. Guevara's in there. Guevara's out with Mankey and Bannon. Puck goes over to the right side of Swinson. Puck comes out. Duffy still has it now. He gets checked at the blue line. Mankey picks it up. It's Bannon up through the middle. Bannon over the line. It's around one player. Gets it into the corner. Mankey hits his man in the corner. Duffy now has it over on the right side. Duffy just dumps it up to center ice area. That pops over a stick, and here comes Gauthier now. He circles back at the blue line. He's got Guevara in there. Sends it across ice to Mankey. Mankey tried to hit Smith with it. Puck kept in. Good job by Guevara. He's on his backhand. Oh, nice shot by Mankey. Rebound comes out. Good chance there. Guevara hit Mankey with the pass. Got the good shot away. Corona now coming out their left side. Can't get it out there. Good pinch by Smith. He's in there with Bannon as well. Puck comes out. Here comes Corona now. In over the blue line. Down their left side. Tried to put it right across the crease. There's going to be a penalty called against Campo. And it might have been a hook or something there. We'll see what the call is. Yes, it is a hook. And Corona is going on the power play.
This is a great opportunity. Campo's already had their power play. You got a good kill off in the first period. Now the late period, you'll have about 30 seconds in the second too. You can put one on the board and get that forward momentum to go into the second period.
Absolutely. What a great play there. Put that puck right in front for Ashton Jones, who almost poked it in but was hooked on the play.
Puck comes back to Duffy at the right D. Back to Duffy. He sends it back off the linesman. Wincing it. Puck right on. Yankee the save. Duffy backhands it right on. Right in front. Campo comes up with it. Gauthier fires it off the boards and down the ice. Swinson's going to settle that one down as Duffy and Lawrence both coming back for it. Duffy's going to take it. Minute and a half remaining in the power play for Corona. Last minute of play in the period. Here comes Corona. Fires a shot in. That goes off the glass behind the goal. Jackhart picks up the puck in the corner to the left of Yankee. Ewert now with it. Tried to hit Reinhardt with it. Corona now having to regroup. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Here comes Duffy now up over his own line. Weaving through center. Over the blue line.
Come on now.
Right into the side of the goal. Stop there. Puck was into the corner to the right of Yankee. That was a good opportunity there by Corona. Campo now with it. Here comes Gauthier. He just fires a shot in just left of the goal. 17 seconds remaining in the period. Duffy now coming back for Corona. Up over the blue line, up through center. It's in front of the Campo bench, and he just follows the puck in. Gauthier gets there first, though, fires it around. 5 seconds remaining. Puck fired in, hits a leg. Lawrence fires it in through traffic, and the buzzer goes to end period number 1. 31 seconds remaining on the penalty to Campo. We'll be back with period 2 in just a moment. No score. Okay, we've got 15 minutes back on the clock to begin period number 2. Corona has a 31-second power play coming up here. Smith is off for Campo. Helvik's out there with Gauthier, Ewert, and Phillips to kill this off. Puck goes right all the way down to Swinson, and he decides to hold on to that one as Helvik was right in on top of him. And we'll have a face-off coming up to his left. Pretty even first period. No goals. One penalty each. Shots were 6-6.
Yeah, very even.
Yeah.
They just counted that as a shot on goal. But that one that you called out earlier, Mark, as a really great save, glove save by Yankee, they did not count as a shot on goal for Corona.
They're playing really.
Corona has it deep in the Campo zone to the right of Yankee. Gauthier picks up the puck. Cuts through the middle, tried to hit Phillips with it. Lawrence has it now back at the Corona blue line. Goes cross ice. Forecheck there by Phillips. Helvik now with it, and both teams are at full strength. Puck goes into the Corona zone. They're coming out their right side. They cannot clear it. Puck goes in behind. Duffy's going to pick it up behind the goal. Yankee on the forecheck. Kept in by Ewert, top of the circle, fires it in. That hits some metal. Puck goes in behind, around the other side. Yankee in there, takes his man in. Corona now coming out the right side, up over their own blue line. Go cross ice, puck is off a skate into the zone to the right of Yankee. Corona picks it up, Garcia sends it into the corner. Yankee's going to pick it up now there for Campo. Hits Ewert on the right side, off his stick into the Corona zone. Puck cleared back to center ice. Lopez chips it up. Hits Ewert with it. He just dumps it in and heads off for a change. Lindsay in on the forecheck. Senders it to Mankey. Fires it in. Swinson the pad save. Puck steered to the corner to his right. Corona now coming up through center. Up over the line. Up over Cavanis. Takes his man out. Lindsay tried to chip it up for Mankey. Bannon picks it up. Here comes Bannon up through center. Coming in on the right side. Wide on Adams.
That was a nice little reverse hit by Ethan Cavanis down there in the corner.
Yes, it was. Swinson steers it out. Bannon's right in front, and Swinson pulls that one in, and we'll have a face-off. Just under 13 minutes remaining here in period 2. No score.
Full barn here in Chandler today. Corona's packed the stands.
They come up through the middle. Lopez intercepts that. Up over the blue line. Goes across ice just past Lindsay. Lindsay takes it into the corner. takes a hit there. Corona tries to fire it out, but Guevara picks that one up. Puck bounces out. Corona now clears it up through center. They overskate the puck. Guevara did as well. Puck sends in behind Yankee. Cavanis after it there. Sends that one high over the glass and into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the Campo zone to the left of Matt Yankee. Both teams changing. Jackard out with Schickling and Reinhardt, and Iguez and Ewert back on D. Goes right across the crease. Reinhardt has it in the corner. Iguez comes in to help. Jackard picks up the loose puck. Here comes TJ up. Fires it over on the left side. Ewert, he corrals it just inside the zone. Fires it towards the goal. Tried to get a tip from TJ. Schickling now centers it. Fired by Reinhardt. That just missed. Right in front of the crease. Corona now tries to clear it. Puck still inside. Good keep there by Ewert. Right on goal. Puck goes to the left. Puck fired in by Reinhardt. That hits the D-man. Now Corona trying to come out their right side. They do get it out to center. Ewert picks up the loose puck. Gets around his first man. Hits Shackart coming in the right side. Top of the circle. Goes in deep, goes in behind, tried to center in front to Reinhardt, he scores! Shackhart to Reinhardt, and the Coyotes are on the board 1-0 here in period number 2.
As we'll see here on the replay, just pops out right into the front, and he's able to tuck it in 5-hole. If you're Campo Verde, your game plan's got to be create chaos in front of Swinson, make him give up rebounds and crash the net so you can tap him in. But if you're Corona's defenseman, you got to be tying up sticks. You got to be pushing out offense men out of your crease. Minimize those opportunities for Campo Verde if they're going to win this game.
Elvik wins it back. Goche hits Phillips up through center. He lost it at the blue line. Here comes Corona now. 2-on-1. Fires it in from the circle. Right on. And Yankee pulls that one in. No rebound in that play. Face off. One-timer by Duffy goes high.
Choke the glass.
Duffy now on his backhand, sends it back into the corner. Puck goes in behind Yankee. Goche picks it up now, coming up the right side. Gets through traffic. Up over the Corona line, fires a long one in, right on. Swinson gives it to his D-man. Corona now coming out the far side. Smith, gets around him. Puck goes into the corner. Goche's covering in front though. Yankee removed it. Scores. Wow. That was an unfortunate deflection there.
I mean, what a play. I mean, he knows.
That was not a deflection. That was completely intentional.
Oh, yeah, that was intentional. You can
Smart
see it.
made a fantastic little chip to get around Smith in the neutral zone, hustles down, pokes it in front of the net. I don't think he was aware he had a teammate in front of the net.
Right.
But it was right there.
Though, yeah.
I mean, I think he saw Ozzy crash.
Yeah.
Yankees' little rebound there as it was
and went right out as Corona had the man crashing, and he picked up the deflection there.
Absolutely.
And it's little mistakes like that teams will make that will end up losing games, or unlucky puck bounces, but that was a beautiful play. I mean, he saw Ozzy crash in the crease. Yankee poked it out, and Ozzy just buries it to tie this game.
Yep, absolutely.
So we're tied at 1 here. 10.5 minutes remaining, period 2.
So I was saying Ozzy. I meant Carter Ostrom. That's his nickname on tonight's song.
Okay.
I'm so used to calling him Ozzy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In the corner, Corona gets there first. Puck fired around, kept in by Duffy. Backhands it back into the corner. Ewert picks it up in traffic. Yankee bumps his man there. Puck is loose, comes up through center. Corona fires it all the way back in. Ewert is going to pick it up there, settle things down.
Corona calls him Ozzy also, so you're all good.
Okay.
Although his mom and dad probably wants to hear his proper name.
Here comes Ewert cutting in on his backhand. Forced to the corner.
Lawrence with a really nice defensive play to stay with Ewert, who's got great edge
Yankee
work.
back to the point, fires it in. Lopez steered to the right by Swinson. Jackhart with it now. Comes top of the circle, cuts in the middle. Tried to hit man in front. Gauthier with it. Corona fires it into the Campo bench. That one went in pretty hot.
Well, hopefully everyone's got helmets on in there.
Except the coaches. So we'll have a face-off back down in the Corona zone to the right of Swinson. Jackhart, Reinhardt, and Schlichting out for the Coyotes. Puck comes to Schickling. Got Gauthier at the point, fires in right in front. Reinhardt gets a shot on. Swinson steers it to the right. Here comes Corona now for their own blue line. Good hit there by Gauthier. Miguez fires it off the boards, but not out. Puck kept in, high one in. Yankee gloves that one.
Not sure if that one would exactly have went on net, but
They gave him the shot on goal. It was about 2 feet over the net. Yankee had to stretch for it.
So Jackhart in for the draw. To the right of Yankee here.
Ostrom maybe looking to get a second one tonight. Take the lead for his team.
Here comes Schickling up through center. Puck rolling. Settles it down up over the Corona line.
You got to take
Picked
the
up by
body
Jackhart.
crash at him.
Save. That one just missed.
That banked off the inside of the post.
I know the fans behind the net definitely thought that one that went in as well as myself, but
Gauthier battling for it. Corona picks it up just outside the line. And we got a offside call here.
I'm going to
Face off
on that last one.
just outside the Corona bench.
Off the inside
Yeah,
of the
that's-
post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, Ben, this is why we need to invest in net cameras.
I had a pretty good angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure did. Gavina sends it up through the middle, up off Guevara. Ewert sends it into Phillips. Gets into the zone and,
Offside.
yep, Helvik lost an edge and slid over the blue line.
All right, so since we've got Olympics going on, in the Olympics, would that have counted?
They did what?
If that would have banked off the inside of the post like that in the Olympics,
No.
and reviewed it, that wouldn't have. Yeah.
No. The entire puck has to cross the
Yeah.
line inside the post.
So who's getting up at 6 in the morning to watch USA play Canada tomorrow?
Me.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, that's me too. Be quite
Corona.
the game, maybe almost as good as this one.
6:15, I think.
Yeah, 6:15. But we got our own game. We got to be in Gilbert by 9:30. We're
Yes.
barely going to make it.
Be watching your phone while you're driving.
Yeah.
A little PSA.
Yeah. Puck comes back. Lopez just keeps it in, dumps it in, back in. Helvik now with it. Backhands it into the half boards there. Guevara picks it up, digs it out. Puts it into the crease area, goes to the right. Corona now coming out their left side.
Come on, Jonesy.
Skating up through center, picking up speed.
Oh.
Poke check there by Helvik.
Cannot have a
Helvik
blue line
Gets
turnover.
Bannon with it. He gets taken down, but here comes Lopez in behind, up over the line, fires it in. Scores! Lopez! Dance through the middle, hit the puck in high in the corner, I believe.
I mean, yeah, that was definitely a snipe from the point. From the grade B
Yep.
zone.
I really wanted to see a tighter gap there by Duffy. Actually protect his blue line a little bit more. Instead, he backed off and screened his goalie.
I think that's got to be the biggest issue in defensemen these days is just the gap. I mean, realizing and
Absolutely.
monitoring your gap and knowing how much space is between you and the other players carrying the puck.
Absolutely. Gap control is critical for a D-man. Yeah, now I think Duffy right there, we see he's a little bit upset with himself, taking it out on Campo players.
There can't be a gap if he doesn't have the puck, so.
That's right.
Boucher steps in, pinches in. Mankey now has it in the corner to the right of Duffy. He loses an edge, goes down. He's got Gauthier back at the point. Puck goes there. Low shot in. Puck right in the front area. Goes into the corner to the left of Swinson. Duffy now with it. Dumps a high one up to center ice. Corona now. Good poke check there by Gauthier. Anna now picks it up just inside his own line. Runs into traffic there. Oh, he dodged a check and two Corona players collided.
I heard that collision.
Yes.
Big hit by little Garcia there. Smallest kid on the ice for sure, but he's got a motor.
Comes Gauthier, steps in over the line, top of the circle, fires it in. Swinson, blocker save over to the right.
Ice is quite slippery tonight, I guess.
Yeah. Corona now back the other way, cutting through center, and they are offside at the moment. He has to hold up.
He should have just dumped it in.
Dump and chase.
Yep.
Dump it in.
Front of the Corona bench area.
Give your teammate time to clear the zone.
Still loose there. Now it's fired around the boards, and puck is rolling. Smith picks it up inside his own zone, up over center. Brody Smith coming in over the line, drops it back for Schickling. Schickling, top of the circle, fires it in wide. Puck comes all the way out over the other blue line. And here comes Corona now, cutting into the middle. Oh, nice poke check there by Gauthier. He cuts back, hits it over to D partner Smith, off the boards to the center ice area. Corona coming right back in, fires it in. That goes off Gauthier's ankle. Jackert takes a hit. Puck gets out of the zone though. And Duffy now has it for Corona. Dumps it into the zone to the left of Yankee. Puck is rolling. Gauthier picks it up back there. Fires it up the left side. Kept in by Corona. Gauthier picks that one up though. He's got Reinhardt on the right side. Schickling up there as well. Gauthier carrying the puck up over the Corona line. Hits Reinhardt with it. Fires it in right on Swinson. And he covers up and pulls that one in. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in period two. Campo leading 2-1.
So, Mark, I've got a question for you. You've been out there on the ice as a player recently. When these games are this well attended, can you hear the screams from the crowd, or is that?
I mean, it depends. You know, sometimes like when it's as a whole, yeah. But I mean, if you're not above the glass, we can't really hear it. So it just depends. I mean, sometimes we hear it, but I don't think I've been in a packed enough barn to be able to say that. But
Lawrence with it behind the goal. Comes out the left side now. Puck fluttering down into the zone. Lopez picks it up, settles it down off the glass and out. That goes all the way into the Corona zone, and that just goes over the line for icing.
We're getting a lot of really good crowd participation, so I was curious.
I mean, you can hear it. I mean, like tonight, I'm sure the boys out there can hear it. But
yeah, you can see the fans have filled the stands and all the way around the glass as well.
It's sort of a sea of orange, and then behind the Corona net is just a bunch of Campo players, coaches, family members. I mean, you love to see when you get that many people come out supportive.
Right on Yankee to save. Lawrence comes in, fires it right in front and
That went off a Campo skate.
I thought it might have went off Small's stick.
No, I think it went off a Campo skate.
Either way, it's in the net. And we are tied at 2 with just under 4 minutes.
Small was there waiting for it, but it was deflected right in the 5-hole before it got to Small's stick.
I mean, it's just like we were saying, you know, those unlucky bounces are what can cause a turnover like that and create forward momentum for another team, and they could take away from this game.
At the same time, it was also Lawrence making a nice pinch down the wall to collect that puck and throw it on net with a teammate in front.
I mean, I feel like the viewers at home can expect a very physical game to come out of this. And when you have two close games like this at a high-stakes risk when semifinals, it'll start to get chippy out there when you have nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Puck kept in by Mankey. Sends it into the corner. Lawrence backhands it and run behind Swinson. Puck in the center ice area. Corona now with it. Up through center. Fires it in behind the goal. Corona clears the zone. Puck comes all the way in. Yankee steers it to the left. Lopez picks it up there. Lopez settling things up. Gets it up to Bannon. Bannon now on the right side. Cross ice to Mankey. Here comes Mankey up through center. Dumps it in a corner. Chases after it. Puck goes in behind the goal.
They gave it to Small.
Puck comes back to Gauthier. Gauthier fires it on, and Swinson pulls that one in. And we'll have a face-off with 2.5 minutes remaining here in period 2, all tied at 2. Jackard in for the draw. Face-off to the right of Swinson. Puck goes into the corner. Duffy sends it around behind the goal at the other side. Ewert picks it up in his own zone, off the glass and out. Corona now with it, sends it across ice. Ewert picks it up in his own zone to the left of Yankee, goes in behind the goal. Off the boards, out to Niguez, and Niguez now coming up through center, up over the red line, up over the blue line, cuts into the middle. Puck bounces high, Shackhart picks it up, fires it in. Goes into the corner, Shackhart after Duffy. He fires it up through the middle. Ewert stops that one with a skate, sends it in on the left side for Reinhardt. Reinhardt cutting in, right through the crease, almost hit Shackhart with a pass. And here comes Corona now, down the left side, 2-on-1. Into the circle, goes deep, fires it right on, and Yankee, hugging the post, pulls that one in and holds on.
That was a good 2-on-1 opportunity, and unfortunately, Ostrom kind of just got tied up by the Campo Verde's defenseman, minimizing that risk, which is what you need to see from both sides when you're trying to keep scoring low and trying to keep a close game or even take away from a game. You got to minimize those scoring opportunities from the other team, and that's a great way to do it, is just tie up a stick or tie up the body and keep it from getting to your net.
Lopez now behind his own goal, coming out the left side, tried to hit Phillips with it. That goes off his stick, or missed it actually, and that's going to come all the way back. So another face-off to the left of Yankee. Helvik in for the draw. Corona wins it back to the point. They just fired around the boards. Comes over to the right side. Phillips goes along the half boards there. 4 players have it pinched in there. Lindsay picks up the loose puck. Goes in behind the goal. Off the boards to Cavanis. Kept in at the point though. Puck fired in. Yankee steers it to the corner. Lopez there off the glass to Phillips. Phillips backhands it out to Helvik. Helvik now coming over the Corona line. Tried to go across to Lindsay. That was deflected. Lindsay though right back to Phillips in front. Corona now coming back the other way.
Offside.
And they threw themselves offside. Yep.
Puck bounced on something on the ice. Somebody threw a nickel or something. Puck bounced just before he crossed the blue line.
42 seconds remaining in period 2. Face-off coming outside the Campo blue line. Yankees out there with Guevara and Bannon. Corona wins the draw. Coming in into the circle. Top of the circle. Fires. Hits Smith. Goes into the corner. Mankey with it there. Oh, there was a elbow to the head there, and that is being called.
Yeah, that's going to be a 2 and a 10, I think. And that was all head contact there. Luckily, Colin Mankey's gotten up pretty fast, and looks like he's going to shake it off.
31 seconds remaining.
Oh, let's see if we can go back a little bit on that replay, Ben.
Yeah, I can't catch it.
No.
Back where they're.
No.
Face-off coming down into the Corona zone.
I didn't catch it right.
The refs are discussing something. Maybe it's at the 2 right now. They're thinking about adding the 10. I think they're trying to see each other's perspectives.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have video replay for the refs.
I mean, sometimes that's what you need to do. If you need to take a 2 and a 10 to set the tone, I mean, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
About 32 seconds left in the second, though.
All tied at 2.
Still haven't put anything on the board yet.
Elbow. 2 minutes,
And they're calling someone off the bench to serve,
Yeah.
so I think it will be a 2 and a 10.
It will be a 2 and a 10.
talking to the coach.
Either that or maybe just a warning, tell them
be.
to keep your boys in check, maybe calm it down a little bit. But he didn't do the hit motion, which would indicate a 10, so I don't think it's a misconduct.
Exactly. I think it's just a 2. Maybe giving him a warning. It was
definitely for sure.
It was directly right in front of us.
Talking to the other bench now as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I saw the Campo player, Monkey, hit his head on the glass. I didn't really see the elbow make the initial head contact. I could be wrong. We're not seeing a video replay. But, the refs aren't giving him the 10.
Sometimes that's for the best, though. When you're in a close game like this, both teams are giving it, it's going back and forth both ways. So,
Yeah, and if there's any question about it, maybe you want to let the players handle it.
Eward over to Goche. Goche now 12 seconds remaining in the period. Up over the line on the right side. Loses an edge. Corona picks up the puck. Fires it down. They are shorthanded for another minute and a half. And that's going to do it for period number 2. Tied at 2. And Coyotes will have the power play for a minute and a half to begin period 3. So we'll be back with period 3 in just a moment. So. All right, so 1 period to go. Game tied at 2. Who's going to go to the mullet tomorrow? Minute and a half remaining. Minute 29, actually, in the Campo power play to start the 3rd period.
Campo Verde has been given a big opportunity to kind of take a lead in this game and maybe hold them off. But if you're from both sides of the bench, I mean, whether you're Campo or Corona, you're thinking we got to make those hits, we got to finish our checks and wear the other team down and get them to make a mistake and cough up the puck.
I would say, like you said, Mark, a little bit in the 2nd period, that it was starting to get a little chippy. It looks to me like Corona has been generally a little more physical than Campo.
I think that's definitely safe to say.
But I know that
Ewert cutting right in front off the short side of the goal. Ewert has it in behind, looking for someone open. Dumps it off for Schickling. Lawrence tries to pick it up and does, and he comes up with it and clears it down the ice. Just under a minute remaining in the power play. Comes Helvig now, cutting up through the middle. And over the line, coming in on the left side. Centers it right in the middle. Oh, and Phillips got a shot off a leg. And puck goes all the way down. Yankee settles that one down for Ewert.
That was a good job by Duffy to block that shot and take away that bounce. And most of the goals this game have been scored that way, just from behind the net to the slot and just tapped in.
Goche in behind the goal. Loses it. Kept in by Ewert. Back at the left D. Goes across ice to Schickling. Schickling fires that one in. That was wide. Comes back to Ewert. Back at the left D. It's got Helvik on the half boards. Helvik in the middle. Returns the pass over to the point, and that was picked off by the player coming out of the box. Here comes Corona now.
Offside.
Stopped at the blue line. Goche picks it up there, circles back in his own zone.
Another one of those blue line turnovers. Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
By the bent. And here comes Corona now. Duffy coming out his right side. Hits the open man just outside the line. He gets in. Lopez cuts in front of him. Lopez picks up the puck. Lopez tried to hit Schickling with it. That goes all the way down into the Corona zone. They wave that one off. Puck back out to center ice. Lopez picks it up there. Helvik now picks it up in his own zone. Fires it up for Schickling. Schickling now in over the line. He's going to cutting into the goal. Tries to pull it in his forehand. Couldn't quite get it. Centers it across the crease.
Get there,
Lopez tries to get there. Puck bounces out the center. Corona coming right in, backhander. Goes to the left of the goal. Yankee steers that one out. Lopez fires it off the boards. Not out though. Kept in by Hada. And Campo now coming out up through the middle. Here comes Helvik with it. Coming down the left side. Up over the blue line. Cuts into the middle. Heavy traffic. He still got it. Just fires it back in behind the goal. Puck rolling. Yankee checks his man there. Puck clears the zone though, up through center. A couple of players collide. Here comes Ewert now, in over the line, top of the circle, fires it in, glove save, Swinson. Yankee was going there for the goal as well, looking for a rebound, but there was none.
Yeah, that was a good job by Swinson to get a glove on that puck so it doesn't bounce off the pad. If that would have bounced off his left pad, that would have been a pretty easy rebound to tap in.
Absolutely. Shoot for that far side pad when you got a teammate crashing the weak side post.
Yeah, I mean, it's just simple hockey, and simple hockey is what wins hockey games, you know?
Yep.
It's not always the skill moves on the blue line, or it's getting that shot off.
Fires a shot in, deflected right in front, he scores! Guevara! Just talking about rebounds.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
And it's a new game for Campo.
Absolutely. What I can't understand is why the Corona D-men didn't have their guys tied up right in front. That shot's coming in, they get a tip and loose puck rebound.
So Ewert fired in, high slot area. Swinson got a piece of it, and then, as you said, Guevara picked up the loose change, and Campo has the early lead in period 3, but there's still plenty of time to go.
I mean, so far this game, Corona's been known to pick up those goals and get back in the game within a pretty short amount of time, so we'll be interested to see if they can do that.
Corona needs to up their compete level a little bit, especially those D-men in front of the net.
Duffy now up over the Campo line. Mankey comes in to check him. Puck comes, can't clear the zone. Now it does, rolling up through center. Shackhart tried to get around Adams. Good deep play there by Adams. Picks it up again. Now up over his own blue line. Tries to hit a man in through center. Puck rolls into the Coyote zone. Goche back there with it. Sends it around over to the right side. Guevara just tips it off for Ewert. Ewert now. Got Shackhart coming in on the right side. Ewert just backhands it into the zone, then goes off. Lawrence now picks it up for Corona behind his own goal. Lindsay checks him. Lindsay comes up with it. Comes out the left side, kept in. Pinched by Lopez. Corona now with it. Inside their own zone. Sends it across ice, up through center. Reinhardt picks it up now over to Shackhart. Shackhart gets leveled at the blue line. Clean hit there. Here comes Lopez.
Toe drag. It's a soft move. You just can't do it.
Reinhardt now in on the left side. Tried to cut to the middle.
I mean, just what a way to step up on Shackhart there. I mean, that was a huge hit, and that'll definitely set a tone.
Absolutely.
Comes Duffy now in on the right side over the blue line. Fires it in off a leg. Another shot in. Yankee steers that one into the corner. Goche now with it in behind. Just under 10 minutes remaining. Reinhardt loses the puck on the half boards. Puck bounces out to center ice area. Corona now just dumps it in, fires it hard around the boards. Comes out on the right side of Yankee. Reinhardt with it. Puck's placed very scrambly in the zone right now. Reinhardt gets it around over to Helvig. Helvig dumps it up through the middle. Lawrence picks it up there at center. Spins around and fires it into the Campo zone. Lopez back with it. Lopez across ice. Comes Reinhardt now in on the right side. Forced wide by Lawrence. He chips it in behind the goal. Tanganelli out there.
Oh, you got to move the puck.
Ada now with it. Has it on the half boards. Cuts in front of the goal. Sends it up through center ice area. That was picked off by Ewert. Oh, two Corona players collide in the middle. Puck comes into their zone. Phillips lost the puck. Lawrence now has it. He fires it over to Duffy. Good pinch there by Ewert. Puck in the corner. Puck goes in behind the goal. Hatta's going to pick it up in the left corner. Clears the zone up through center. Here comes Helvig now. He loses it at the blue line. And the puck is cleared into the bench area, so we will have a face-off.
Just for fun, let's watch that hit again. It was from way earlier, but here's that.
Wow.
He just didn't really make a move.
Just an animal.
Tried to sort of sweep the puck around him,
Yeah.
but he didn't really make a move.
He's a big boy, so
Yeah.
he just showed us there, so that was a huge hit.
Here comes Adams.
But I know Shaq pretty well. Played against him a couple years, played with him a couple years, and I know he's going to be coming back for more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's definitely a scrappy guy.
for sure.
So face off just outside the Campo blue line, right by their bench. Helvig in for the draw. Ewert sends it up over on the left side. Helvig now comes up with it on the right side, dumps it into the zone. Puck goes in around behind Swinson. Robinson picks it up there. Phillips bumps his man there. Ewert's going to pick it up for Campo just inside his own line. He circles back to the right of Yankee. Ewert now coming out his left side. He gets checked in the corner there. Helvig now coming out the left side. And over the line. Loses the puck there. Gets it back. Back to Phillips. Phillips gets it back to the point. Goche with it. Fires a low shot in. That just missed. Puck comes out the right side. And Lopez picks it up there, dumps it in, and the Coyotes have to clear the zone. They're going to go off for a change. And
Let's go.
Now has it for Corona. They dump it up through the center ice area. Puck coming in now over the Campo line. Rivera in the corner, bumps his man there. Puck comes back to Adams. He's able to keep it in. And here comes Goche now, up through center. Smith Schickling with him, loses the puck in the middle. Oh, puck comes loose right in the crease area. Oh, and Schickling just fired it wide of the goal.
Swinson needs to cover that puck.
Here comes Goche, backhands it in. That goes off a Corona player. Puck goes in behind the goal. Mankey with it there. Rims it around back to the point to Goche. Oh, puck hopped over his stick out to center. Campo has to clear the zone. Mankey with it now. Coming in on the left side, backhands it in. Comes loose, just past Guevara. Lopez keeps it in. Right in. Oh, and that just deducted the post. Back to Lopez, and that one did come out, and Schickling has to clear the zone. Lawrence now with it. 6 minutes remaining in the period. Campo holding on to the one goal lead. Here comes Corona up over the line. Puck goes into the corner to the left of Yankee. Ewert fires it around to Guevara on the open side. Puck gets past him, rolls all the way to center. Corona trying to come back the other way now. Puck Play scramble. Ewert puck fires it off the boards. Lawrence now with it for Corona. Sends it over to Duffy on the far side. He just fires it in. Ewert's going to have to pick it up in behind the goal. Fires it down the ice. That missed Mankey, and that will be icing as Schickling comes in after it. And a little face-off down in the Campo zone with 5.5 minutes remaining here in period number 3.
Yeah, a little bit of a replay there. Swinson tried to knock it aside with his stick, but mistimed it. It went right through the 5-hole.
Yeah, that was
just
dangerous.
past the post. Wow, very dangerous.
Reinhardt sends it over to Lindsay. Lindsay clears it out to center. Hatta now with it. Sends it up on the left side. Puck comes in the middle. Lindsay hits Shackhart with it. He's back. He gets pushed into the corner by Hatta. Lindsay comes in to help. Reinhardt has it well. Back to Shackhart. Hatta now picks it up, coming out the right side. Over the blue line, tries to hit Duffy with it. Smith now picks it up for Campo. Over to Ewert. Ewert dumps a high one. That's going to go down. Lawrence chasing it, but not enough for icing. Comes out to center ice area. Duffy now with it, just inside the blue line. Goes into the corner to the right of the goal. Just clears the line now. He's Mankey in. Fires a shot. That just goes high. That was Aniga's actually. Reinhardt sends it back in. Lawrence picks it up there, sends it high. Nice keep there by Reinhardt. Goes in top of the circle. Oh, tried to hit Helvik coming in the right side. That just missed. Anigas comes in, fires it right on goal, and Swinson pulls that one in.
I mean, as time winds down, if you're the Corona coach, you got to be thinking, what's the next move? I mean, when are you going to call a timeout? When are you going to maybe even pull the goaltender? Maybe you're just, looks like it's going to be right now, actually.
Yeah.
You called it.
I mean, if you're Corona's bench, you're talking about keeping it in the offensive zone. Do not let it in your defensive zone. I mean, your goalie's swimming in his defensive zone because no one's tying up sticks, really, but they got to get it down low, and maybe they can get the goalie out. I think that's the first step, is get it down low and get control of it so you can get that 6-man in and try and capitalize on it and bring it to overtime.
So Corona here with the timeout. 4:05 remaining. Very few penalties in this game. Well played by both teams and very close one. It's been back and forth. No team has had more than a 1-goal lead. Face-off will be in the Corona zone to start. So Helvik comes out with Panganelli and Phillips. Ewert and Lopez back on D. Adams sends it around the left side for Corona. Gets that out. Ewert bumps his man. Lopez picks up the loose puck, fires it up the middle, gets past a couple of players, rolls in just to the left of Swinson. Helvik tries to keep it in and does. Puck bouncing on him in the corner. Kicks it out just past Phillips. Adams is going to pick it up on the left side. Coming out for Corona. Tries to hit a man there, gets past him. Lopez picks it up and fires it around, and that was called for icing. And we're coming back.
I mean, it's got to be a little irritating for Corona. I mean, you can't get that puck and get control in the offensive zone. I mean, luckily for them, they did call that timeout with 4 minutes left, so they have a little bit of time. I mean, when it really comes down to it, you got to start worrying when you're down to the 50 seconds, 30 seconds. For now, they can kind of take their time, try and get it down, but once they hit that 1 minute mark, it's go time.
Comes back to Ewert at the right D. Just dumps it into the corner.
Robo, let's go, man.
Rivera tips it around. All the way down the left side. Here comes Corona into the right of Yankee, into the circle. Comes Schickling now, or Gauthier rather, up over the line. Ran into Adams and then just sent it deep. Rivera into the corner. Duffy fires it across ice, the open side. Gauthier dumps it back into the Corona zone. Corona now with it. Puck goes off the sticks. Mankey picks that up, sends it back to Gauthier. Gauthier up into Ewert. He just dumps it into the zone. Mankey in after it. Adams sends it up the left side. Lindsay picks that up. Tried to hit it across to Schickling. That didn't connect. Mankey has it now. Into Lindsay. Fires it in. Swinson the save. And Duffy picks up the rebound. Sends it over to the open side. Good chance there by Campo. Good save by Swinson. Campo now up to Lindsay. Lindsay off the boards and out. Off just past Schickling. Lawrence now has it with just over 2 minutes remaining. Schickling now picks up the loose puck. Good battle for the puck there. Comes back to Lindsay. Lindsay fires it towards the goal off a stick. Comes back to Lindsay again. Fires it just wide of the goal. Shackhart with it in the corner. Back to Lindsay. Fires it. That goes just through the crease. Schickling now with it. Gets it back to the point. Ewert fires it in deep in behind the goal. Minute 42 remaining. Shackhart after the rolling puck. Gets bumped by Lawrence. And here comes Duffy now. Back the other way. Corona now, top of the circle to the right of Yankee. Yankee the save. Puck bounces high. Body check there. Here comes Ewert. Goes off Hada into the corner.
For those watching at home, I'm going to keep us monitor. I'm going to keep that picture on the Corona goal.
Puck on the half boards. A minute 12 remaining. Hada now comes up with the puck. Reinhardt on the forecheck. Puck goes off Schickling, and here comes Hada back the other way, down the right side, up through center. He gets poke checked there by Reinhardt. Schickling now picks it up. 1 minute remaining. Reinhardt now over the line, cutting through the middle on his backhand, gets it through. Reinhardt in. He scores! Chase Reinhardt. What a beautiful goal that was.
I mean, that was close. One hand toss, dangles. And that could be Corona season right there.
That was quite an effort there by Reinhardt coming in. Getting through, on one hand in and then just steered it and poked it in.
Lawrence played the puck instead of the body. Reinhardt just slips right around him.
So 52 seconds remaining, and I'm sure as soon as Corona gets a hold of the puck here, they'll be looking to pull Swinson, but Helvik gets it off the draw into the top of the circle. He gets taken down from behind. Puck comes out the left side, kept in by Lopez. Lopez fires it right on goal, and Swinson was able to pull that one in. Face off coming up to the left of Swinson. 38 seconds remaining. Helvik wins it back. Puck fired in the corner. Phillips in after it. Adams sends it up the left side, gets out of the zone, but Lopez is there, fires it back in. Here comes Adams back the other way, picking up speed down the left side, over the line, top of the circle. Try to go around Lopez, that failed to work. Puck all the way back now into the Corona zone. Swinson settles it down there, 16 seconds left. Corona now, up through center. Puck down into the corner to the right of Swinson, Helvik in after it. Helvik puts it off the back of the goal. He's got Phillips in front, fires it in, puck goes wide, and that's the game. Well played game by both teams, but Campo Verde comes out with the 4-2 lead, and they are celebrating back with their fans on the other side of the glass. And they are going to the mullet for the D2 championship. Well played by both teams. Corona put up a really good game tonight, and it was just back and forth all night.
I mean, that was a close game in and out until those last fourth one. I mean, that fourth one was gross. I don't think any goalie was stopping that one. I was not on the goalie, but Corona kept it close. And for being the number 7 seed against the number 1, I mean, they really put in a hard effort.
They sure did.
All right, so again, for those watching at home, we're going to be live streaming all 3 games, starting with JV, then going to D3 and then D2. D2 being the last game at 8:30 at night at Mullet Arena. We'll be broadcasting on the AHSHA YouTube channel, but I will also have it on this. So last time with the D1 State Championship, the Wi-Fi knocked out and was able to maintain at least one of them. So that's why I do that. So make sure to tune in.
Absolutely, always a good time at the Mullet.
Tune in and or join us at Mullet.
Yes.
I'll be there all day, hanging out. Be a good time.
Well, thanks, Chris and Mark, and thanks, Ben, of course, for your excellent setup here and camera work.
Oh, appreciate everyone for watching. Corona had a solid season. These teams played before. I think Campo beat them the first time. Corona
took the season series.
Yeah.
Yep.
They took season series. So. All right. With that, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.